Hi guys, it's Clint Gray. Oh wow, it's going crazy. It's going like this, and I don't know how I like it. So we're trying a new recording setup, and I'm just gonna be able to use my hands, and it's gonna be so much better. Still got the microphone and the headphones, so hopefully this is working really well. Otherwise, it's me again. I can't wait to get back. I did record a video a few days ago, and honestly, I just didn't feel like it was good enough to put on the channel. I didn't feel like it was good enough in general, which is something you normally don't see from me. Gonna direct a little bit of light. No, that's not healthy. Oh, whatever. But I normally try to put out some quality content and some stuff. So I just finished doing if you're Christian, you know what a devotion is. If you don't, basically it's like quiet time with the Lord. You're with the Lord and you're devoting your life to him, and you're just kind of saying, Lord, carry me where you want me to go in your word. And you're praying to him, and you're doing some deep stuff. You're giving people who has prayer requests, praying for other people, and doing a lot of these things. And I prayed today just for him to show me things, and he showed me a bunch of things, but he also kind of made something very clear to me today about what I was supposed to do on the channel. So today there will be 2 videos going up. It will be this video and of course the update video that will cover everything that is going on with the channel and the new direction and everything is going on. And I feel like this new direction is going to be great, and I feel like it's going to be I'm going to treat it more seriously, and we're going to definitely, this is now part of my life and part of my job and part of what I feel like I'm being driven to do by God and just by life in general. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. So, basically, I've always been asked a lot of questions. So let's cover some things. First of all, I'm a suicide survivor. I struggle with depression. I struggle with me looking at myself with self-inadequacy. I struggle with things like lust sometimes. I have anger management issues that some people, you probably won't see them in the videos. You see me get upset and you see me get angry about topics, but I do have anger management issues, but I've come a very long way. And I'm very proud of myself, the fact that I've come so far in being able to control my anger and control that in a very constructive way, and not really lash out and yell at people and go, I'll hawk on them. And it's not like I never got really violent. I always thought that eventually I could if I didn't get into something that would help me or get taught how to do it. I never went to anger management, but I did look up things. I did learn things around me. I did learn things from the Bible and just things in general from people around me, and stupid things I made up, like namaste things that really do help me. And then I definitely do the deep breaths things that are very, very key to me, and I definitely do deep breaths. And if you do have anger management issues or anger problems, like sometimes you just get really angry, or if you want to know how to calm yourself down in those situations, I may make a video about this later, but a really good way is to take a deep breath, but you don't go because what that does is it tenses your body. Your body gets tense. What you do is you take in a deep breath, but you don't go. You go. And you focus on your breath. And you let out a very long breath. So it's a relatively big breath taking in, but it is a very short breath at the same time. And then you let out a long breath. And it relaxes your body. And it puts you in a good place. So that's a lot of stuff. There's been bad things that have happened to me. I've been bullied throughout my whole life. I mean, I'm a big man. I'm big. I'm tall. I'm fat. There's groups of guys that have always been like, oh, let's pick on the big kid. Let's go. Oh boy. Wow. I'm leaving that in the video. I feel like that is something you guys need to see. Oh my gosh. That happens. There's a cord running right here. So right here is where the cord is, and I just hit it with my hand. Oh wow. Man, I'm leaving that in. Let's be real. That's amazing. That's a funny moment right there. I'm so sorry. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, people have always kind of picked on me, looked at the big kid and been like, oh, let's get him riled up and let's see what happens. I had this problem with stealing things when I was younger, and I would always take things because I struggled with the idea oh, I can ask my parents for something and be like, that's a cool idea, but normally I wouldn't. So yeah. And I would end up stealing things, and it was bad. It was bad. There's a lot of bad thing that's happened because of that. So Yeah. But I gotta honestly get asked that, like, why are you so positive, or why do you think it's important to share your story with people? And why do you think that? Well, how am I so positive? I think every morning it is different. I think I'm gonna have good days and bad days. What I want to tell you guys is depression and things like that. You really do need to seek help. Like I finally am seeking counseling. Why? Because you want to know what? I struggle with this stuff. I can't just go it alone anymore. It's something to, and the next step in my life through everything I've been through with this walk with depression and just being a suicide survivor and just like the self not liking, uh, probably self deprecation, or I don't know what you would call it, but you need to get counseling, and I truly do say that. If you go to Carroll High School, Paige Klingenpeel, amazing person. She is great. And if I trust her, you guys can trust her for sure. Go to her if you need help. There's plenty of great counselors. You just got to be willing to find that right fit. And that's something that, like, not only you have to be ready for, but your parents have to be ready for. And they need to understand that. But what it is for me when I am so hopeful, why like people ask me why are you so happy? Why are you so hopeful after everything that's happened? I wake up every day and I have this mission that I feel like I'm driven. I have this motivation again, and it is to make people laugh, to make people smile, and make they just like doing that and making people see the better in them is really something that is huge to me. But more than that, um, there's this eternal hope. When people tell me, "Oh, I did this one thing. Oh, I looked at that one pornographic thing," or why do you look at me this way? I'm a slut. And so there's been, if any of you are watching this video and you think that is you, trust me, there's been multiple girls that have walked up to me that have said they are sluts. They're sluts because they're dating this one dude and they made out with them, or they're just a plaything, a piece of meat to people, or guys who think that they're nothing and that they're useless. People who tell me, "Oh yeah, I fought this one kid," or "Oh, I messed up and I did drugs again. Or I did this, or I did that." I mean, I've been talked to a lot, or hey, I hate myself. Like, I hate the way I look. So many girls have come up and told me that, like it's physically true. Like the joke I say every time to so many people is, you know what? It's easier to convince. It's like trying to convince a woman that they're beautiful is like trying to convince a donkey it's a good idea to put a pack on its back. It's not gonna. It's not that it's not gonna happen. It's just it's gonna take a lot of convincing. And if you're with that donkey, a lot of apples, carrots, and these little mint cookies that I saw on a vlog that I watched, Roman Atwood. Yeah, man, go check him out. But yeah, I saw these like mint cookie things. That apparently donkeys love them, but I feel like I would love them too. So these are issues. These are issues. Anyways, back on track. These are big things, and honestly, I look at them and I say, they're like, "I bet you're judging me. I bet how do you look at me this way and still in a positive way?" Well, here's what I have to tell people. I don't judge people. Um, I try not to. Am I guilty? Okay, here's what I have to say. Am I guilty of sometimes pulling out things where I judge a book by its cover? Yes. I'm human. I'm going to fall short. I am not perfect. I can't. I talked about this with Seth. Just because I'm Christian doesn't mean I'm perfect. That is not being Christian. NF puts this in a good way, and he said in a verse, and I forget like the verse before it. He said Christian is not a definition of a perfect me, and that's very important. And people, you may look at that thing that I just said, and you're like, what? Being Christian is not the definition of a perfect person or being a perfect being. It's not. It never will be. God made us with the ability of free will. And there's a bunch of things. Like, we have free will. We can do whatever we like. He didn't make us love him. He wanted true love. So we will not be perfect. And that's why they say when you go to heaven, there will be no more sorrow. There will be none of this. It will be no tears. It will be perfect. It'll be everything. It will just be go. I imagine it as, and I know I will never be able to see heaven. Actually, no. I know I'll be able to see heaven because I believe in God's great gift, but I'll never be able to see heaven while I am on this earth. Like, I'll never be able to, like, fully, like, see it and understand it and comprehend it in my brain and in my imagination. I don't think I ever will. In my imagination, I don't think I ever will be able to understand something as big as that in my life, as well as just, I have a very creative mind, but I don't think I'm that creative. Like, when you read the Bible, I don't think I'm that creative. To imagine everything that is said about heaven put together and make it 100 times better. I don't think I could do that. But I envision just golden lights and stuff like that, but I feel like it's going to be even better than that. I also, because I view, God's God clouds, and, the angels are there too, so I feel like it's going to be a cloud carpet. I don't know. Weird stuff like that is me. But back to the topic. When people ask me, why, I bet you're judging me, I bet you didn't. I'm not. Almost never am I judging you. Do I have an opinion? Yes, but there's a difference between having an opinion on a situation and having an opinion on what you did and judging you for it. I don't judge you. I don't. I don't think that is something as a person I should do, let alone the fact that God tells us not to. I decided to not really judge people before I even read that in the Bible. I just don't view it as right. I have my opinions on everything, and if you ask my opinion, you may not like it, but that doesn't mean I'm judging you for anything that you did. And I look at everybody in this thing because as much as I look around and I see all this darkness and all this just horribleness, I also see the light. And that's every single Christian. That's everything that is amazing in this world still. There's light everywhere. There's amazing people everywhere. Everywhere. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And when I look at people, I don't just see, the bad in them. They normally tell me the bad in them. And I look at them and I go, but I only see your smile and, how happy you are when you get when I tell you a joke and when I do these stuff. I see the good stuff in you. I bring the good stuff out of people, I guess, when I tell jokes and stuff like that. And it's weird to say because I'm just kind of realizing that. But I normally see the good sides of people because it's not like I'm oblivious to the bad side. I'm naturally a negative person. I see all of your bad sides. I just force myself not to draw judgments. I have opinions about things that you're doing. You probably shouldn't do that, but I don't. It's not like I'm going to come up to you and say, oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you're a horrible person. I'm not going to judge you for it. I am not the judge. I can't judge you. That's not what I'm meant to do in my life. I don't need to judge you. I can tell you what you should do, what I think you should do, and I can tell you that that's probably wrong, and what I think. I can base it off of Bible knowledge and just knowledge, what the Lord is telling me, and things like that. And I know this is for some people this will be a really religious blog, but that's kind of what it's meant to be. I'm a Christian, and I don't judge people. I have this untapped well of hope and faith for every single person on this planet. Because I drank from the well. There's a lot of songs that says when you're thirsty, Jesus is when you're thirsty, come drink from the well. Come drink from this well. Come here, come drink from this well. Jesus is talking about this eternal spring of Him, this eternal spring of Christ. The gospel message is very simple. When we sinned in the garden, we sinned. And God is this being that is perfect and full of holiness and full of love and power. He's so holy that since we have sin in our lives, we literally would drop dead if we were around Him. We would just face plant the ground. That is what we would do. And so God's like, man, I don't want that. These are my children. These are people to do it. And we sinned and we sinned and we sinned constantly. But He still looked at it. He said, these are my sons and daughters. And He sent His only begotten Son his only true biological son, Jesus Christ, his son. Now, he views us all as his sons and daughters. We are all brothers and sisters in Christ, which is a really weird thing to think about, but I may cover later. Actually, I will cover later so people can understand fully that. But he sent that to die for our sins so we could become his sons and daughters. So we could come to him in Christ. So how it was this awesome, I'll give you a great analogy. So say there's two sides of a cliff. Say there's a giant ravine. On this side is God. On this side is us. Well, we were together and now it's split apart. Now in between God and us, there is sin. There's this incapable, dark, destructive sin in this huge pit that just goes down. So we can't jump down. We can't see the bottom. If we fall into it, we're done. We're gone. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't find you later. We can. But that sin is separating us. We can't jump across the ledge. We're not powerful enough to get out. We can't. We don't have the power. We don't have this. So, we can't be around God. We can't be with God. And that's eternal separation. That is horribleness. So God looks at us and he sends his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to us. And this ravine suddenly has a bridge. And Jesus is that bridge. He gave us a gift. He suffered for us on the cross. So we could be with his Father. Isn't that amazing? That's why I have hope. That's why I look at people and I don't just see the bad things that they're telling me. I don't just see these dark things. I don't see the things your parents have made you do. I don't see the things the parents have done. I don't see the things that people heard about. I only tried to show you the love that God has gave me the ability to show you. Let me open up and show you this eternal love. And it's not my love. It's his. There's this message that I'm sending on this video. And I know it's longer. I know you're not going to like it. Maybe. But this is a big thing. This message is from him tonight. I show people love because they need it. And I love everyone here. I love everybody watching this video. I love everybody, whether I have a personal relationship with you or not. You're all amazing. I love you all. And I hope you understand that this is something that I'm going to continue. There will be another video tonight explaining where the channel is going. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you understand something now about why I have hope and why I have faith in everything. And I know it was a little bit rambly. I hope you understand now how I don't judge people. I have opinions. Because the Lord wants me to share my opinion, what I've learned from the Bible and what he's taught me. To all of you. I love you all and I'm always there for you. And if you listen to this video tonight, you're like, maybe I want to learn a little bit about that Christian thing. Send me a comment in below. Send me a DM on Snapchat. Not Snapchat. Instagram. I'll get it right. Or if you have my Snapchat, do it on Snapchat. I love you all. You're amazing. God bless you all, and I hope you have an amazing night. I hope you have an amazing day tomorrow. You're all amazing. Keep it up. You're beautiful, you're unique, and you're just far more unique than you know. And you're going to do big things in your life. And remember, always get time to laugh. So let's all laugh some more. Guys, I love you all. I'll see you later.